On a Monday, she locked me out the door. On a Tuesday, we sit down and talking. On a Wednesday, she pawned on my clothes. Yes, I'm gone. Almost gone. Yes, I'm gone. Almost gone. Yeah, I'm gone. Almost gone. And I ain't gonna bring them yellow window beer.
We can play a special break. Samba is from Brazil, and they play a break called batucada. You guys say batucada? Batucada. Yeah. The batucada goes like this. I blow the whistle and I say tweet, 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 and all the drums answer with boom, boom. That's part of it. Let's just practice that. So if I go. One time, so we go tweet, bow, tweet, bow. Let's try that. And the very last thing is we go back to the beginning and I play tweet, 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 bow. So the whole thing.
Mom, I'm going to get my pumpkin.
Oh no, I wasn't even there. You guys didn't even get me for that whole first year.
Run it through, let it sit a few hours, run it through again so you catch all the debris, and then put it in a pan.
Hold on.
They say thank you. The more water, the longer it takes us.
And I'm learning to make more
Looks great.
pumpkin. Simon.
No, the pumpkin chocolate.
Oh. Nobody said it was here yesterday. Want me to chop the top off for you?
Ooh, I like that eye.
That's just shaved.
See this. Ready? Want me to help you with this? You know, when you put a candle in it makes light, right? You put a candle in and then you see the candle through the eyes. Now, should we make a nose? Okay. You want to help me?
Making a noise. Mama, this one's making a noise.
Yeah, they're both just pure love.
Yeah, but you better leave that for.
Oh my god. I'm afraid that he spits on me. Drama llama, big fat llama, mama camel.
Once in a while.
Llama.
Very rare when it's on human.
You guys are so weird. Look at its feet. Really soft.
Are they friendly?
Yeah, he's nice. This guy's coming now. I like him. No, that's not it.
You're pretty good with kids.
Like pumas, so they gotta be able to see real good.
Can they run pretty fast when they want to?
They can run pretty fast, but not fast enough to outrun a puma.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah. That's nice too. Let me know if you have any questions at all. We have a barn store in the left.
What's happening? What's that?
You want to stand on the table for a minute in case the kids come by? I loved it. This one here, I'd expect somebody to say,
That one? What's he cooking in there? Okay.
Well, goodness, I'm going to have to talk to Terry about that.
I'm right here.
Stay back. The yellow one? The little garden peach? I like that one. Oh, they like a peach on the outside.
yeah, they sure did. Hey, Nico. Yeah, they sure did. They were just right around here, too. The boys left them. They forgot them. Okay. Up at Squibnocket the other day when that little swell hit, and so this is just a very small seaweed salad with sea bean, another lovely ingredient that's all over Martha's Vineyard. That is a can of beer and a few of these. That's the best beer snack going, I think. Nice salty, briny, and sort of vegetal and crunchy. So we'll take the scup. If I can find the scup, what do I do with it?
Okay, well, he's looking for the scup. We'll go over what we're going to do with this dish. Now, I'm sure if you go around to a lot of farms right now, there's tons and tons of tomatoes. Like, everybody has too many tomatoes. It's that late season, and they're just everywhere. So a very, very simple way if you want to buy a bunch to do something really
You know
simple.
what? I forgot the scup. Sorry guys, we do the salad. I've left the scup at home. I really apologise for that. Never mind.
The Toro with it,
But
and then sear
what
the
we'll
Toro.
do instead is slice a bit of toro, which is the tuna belly instead, so you get the same sort of look.
Tomatoes, you're going to end up with about that much in the pot, but you get this really, really intense tomato, sweet, that savory, tart tomato essence that you can use all winter. Put it in pints like this, just freeze it and pull it out every time you could just add a tablespoon or two. It's like gourmet tomato paste that you're making at home. It has more of that fresh tomato flavor and then of that stuff you buy that has been canned or in a squeeze tube that kind of almost like acrid, like it's just got bite to it. This has that sweet tomato flavor.
So go fresh. Go tomato foil in the dishes we're preparing today. Part of this next one is again, this is going to be the loin of the cut of the tuna belly. And I just went down to Morning Glory, and of course their tomatoes are just absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sure any one of you has had a successful tomato crop this year. It's been a great year for them. So what I'm doing is I'm taking these and just doing a very, very loose, very easy Italian version of a tomato sauce. This is my friend Jude Cortese. It's her favorite sauce. It's simple. It's just tomatoes chopped up with a little bit of red wine vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, a chili, a little fresh red chili that our kind friend gave to us on our foraging yesterday, and salt and pepper. It's very simple. Maybe a little bit of basil if you want to throw a little anise hit in there. So simple. And what I'm going to do is chop that up, put it in here, and then I'm going to press it down just a little bit, and so those juices are just going to come to the top. It's the simplest thing ever, and the juice just comes to the top. And then we prepare our fish, we sear our fish, we slice it, and we put this tapenade right over the top of the fish, which is again very simple: green and Kalamata olives, some local fennel seed, and again, if you've got that wild growing close to you, use the bulb, chop that up into small pieces, and put that right with it. 1, 2, 3.
While Billy's cutting away on the tomatoes, here we have some North Tabor shiitakes, which a lot of people are getting more and more comfortable with growing their own mushrooms at home, where these are cultivated. These are not ones that you go out in the woods and find. People spore their logs with they drill little holes, little dowels, and these spores grow in the logs and they sprout up little shiitakes like this. Shiitake is probably one of the most common things that people cultivate around here that I've seen. But the deer is slice them nice and thin, like this, like that. You can see they're nice and dry. And these stems, if they're baby shiitakes too, sometimes you can cook the stems. As they get older, they get a little too chewy to eat. So all you have to do is spin it and it comes right out. Okay, like that. So if you get little tiny ones, maybe about half the size of this, just leave the stems in. They're fine. They're not going to hurt you in any way. It's just a texture thing. As they get older, they get woodier and chewier, and but they have no harm to you at all. They're perfectly healthy to eat.
It's like the sea bean too. When you go and harvest them down on the foreshore in the inlet areas, they can become a little lignified over the summer, but there's normally, you go through a little deeper and there's new shoots coming through, and you pick the lighter green, less lignified ones, and they're very
different texture that you're used to having with mushrooms. It's really nice in a salad.
Cool, mate. So I'll get that tuna. We'll just season this tuna, and this is not going to take long at all to do the tuna because it's we're just searing it. Again, we want to have the.
See, this is about halfway done, but as you can see, you just want a little bit of a sizzle as the shiitakes are cooking, because if it's too high, you're going to burn them before you get that nice chewy texture you're looking for. So that's about halfway done. Just that medium-low heat. Lower is better than high. If you're not sure which way to go the lower route. They'll keep it on low and slow, and they'll end up just fine. A lot of that water will cook out of them, and you'll have a nice chewy, intense mushroom flavor.
And give it a mix around. And I'll use this bowl. So, this is, you know those green Sicilian olives you can buy? They're really everywhere these days. And again, not exactly a local wild food, but hey, if we get one of our contests going in Sicily, then I'm sure someone's going to pluck a few off the tree and have a go. So these are green Sicilian olives. It's with some Kalamata olive for a little sort of salty pungentness. And then we've got some orange zest. Okay, we've got some fennel seed. Wild fennel seed is better if you've got it. And then I took a fennel bowl from Morning Glory Farm and fine diced it and put that in there for some extra crunch. So you get a little popping anise now and again. That's why this might fly with that salsa. And then salt, pepper, no salt. And what else did I put in there? I think that's just about it actually. Olive oil, loosen it up. This is inspired by a friend of mine, Barrett, who works at the Black Sheep in Edgartown. And so each summer she's been putting together something like this. Now what I've done is add a few wild ingredients to it. That's her recipe, and it's fab, so easy, so yummy, and you can store it in your fridge for a good couple of weeks and it's still great. And anything like any pelagic, it goes super well with. You just cut it, tapenade over the top, and a little bleed from your sauce. So now you've got 2 or 3 things in your fridge ready to use for other dishes anytime you feel like it. So I'll just get this basil in there. We'll give that a mix around.
There we go, that's that bacon.
Oh yeah,
shiitake that we had
bacon.
before.
What, pass those around, Kev.
And it's going to be even better. It's that roof and I changed, redid my whole drivetrain, put in a bigger chain ring, and it's only 2 teeth. That 55 tooth chain ring and this roof, I'm going down to 30%.
What's his name? It's in the box.
Hector.
down. They've gotten soda machines out of the hallways. They now have fruits and vegetables instead of candy dishes. They have a menu now, what to buy food to sell the kids instead of just cheap food. Now that gets you an adult wash type stuff. Well, we work with the farmers now.
Look at that bee.
You know, if you had, if allergies started to bother you, you know, and you couldn't really figure out what plant it was.
Remember we had something like this in our school? Yeah.
My mom.
package without buying a lotion.
exactly.
Yeah. Very cool. I love your shirts too.
Yeah, thank you. They're really great. Can I ask you a favor? Would you mind staying here for a minute so I can run and wet the paper towel?
No.
Just because my table is getting really sticky really fast. And I do have a paper towel. Huh? Thanks, Jess. Great. Okay.
We're just actually coming out with a mild blend. It's not a real like spicy green. Yeah. And then we got a new one that we're just
Would you like to try some?
And does your boyfriend have your values?
It's about saving the land. It's not about me. It's about saving the land. So I'm going to come back to meetings and follow through with the words you spoke to everybody at that public hearing. This is about saving the land. Well, when we sat down with the donors who gifted IGI $2 million to help purchase this, they wanted to make sure that this was going to be community-based. So Andrew, I said, you may come back.
You'll be able to get one of these books. And if you've seen
Do you need a tomato break? See you guys later.
See it climbing out of the pan?
confusing. A lot of people are looking at that going, well, if I live here and if any of it goes out in the open water, that's what I was met in like 6 months. Yeah, this is what's inside these tubes.
Now grab it. See how fast that changes. That was solid copper in a couple minutes. So there's a low boiling point fluid in there. It transfers heat almost instantly to the wall.
Is this yours? No, this is the one I was going to rub it on with. Hi, Lindsay.
Produce Connection, Martha's Vineyard. And the point of my demonstration here with the monopoly with Martha's Vineyard is to show that we have many people with local businesses on the island and to encourage people to buy from those. In my case, I focus on farming and locally produced goods, and I encourage the sale of those products. So I drive around and source locally, and then I bring it to the customer. So it economically benefits the farmer. But I've changed the formulation over the years.
And the stuff pulls night and out of the water.
Sure,
That's the other good thing.
It's another. I'm sure it's good for. I mean, I'm sure there's a market for it on Martha's Vineyard, especially for heat.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, yeah, when as soon as you start exporting it, you go up against all the third world that's growing the stuff is dried and blah blah blah. So the price is not. But if you niche market it here to the restaurants and European and healthcare stores, it will probably be worthwhile doing.
Okay, yeah.
These are $6 per bag, or you can get a half bag.
I'm Gabby Redner, and this is my partner Kevin Brennan, and today we're here with our launch of Forest Foods, and all of our food is based on perennial and wild harvested plants. So today we have apple muffins, we have roasted chestnuts, we have caramel apples, and we have wild harvested herbal teas.
Totally good feeling. Well, it's hard to get it to come out.
Yeah, try a sample.
Okay.
They come out really.
Well, I mean, and I think other restaurants would hop on board as well, because the amount of beef that's sold on this island, I think if it was available to us, we would certainly do it and sell it. We have the market for it. We sell beef. I mean, the biggest requests that we get in the summertime with our larger clientele, they want, you know, the bigger money clientele, they want a huge steak.
Louder. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say 1, 2, 3. Say come on, come on.
have seed balls made from clay. We use red clay and flowers that I collected from the State Forest of Martha's Vineyard native wildflowers, and you mix this up with compost, with worm castings, and make these marbles. And then these seed balls get broadcast right over the ground, and they will grow in the spring. And we can rewild our lawns. We no longer have to have these golf course lawns. Now we can have wildflowers that feed our native pollinators and also honeybees, because of course we want to create lots of honey.
Becoming a professor.
What we're growing and selling here on Martha's Vineyard at Martha's Vineyard Organics is pea shoots and microgreens. And pea shoots are an ancient Chinese process by which you grow regular peas to about 6 or 7 inches, and then you harvest them and pack them the way that we have in packs over here. Then we pack them, put them in Crone Eggs or Morning Glory Farm, and they sell for a comparable price to what would be a regular crystal pack of salad greens. But the thing about pea shoots is that pea shoots have 7 times more vitamin C than blueberries by weight. So it makes them the highest vitamin C content fruit or vegetable on the market. And what that does is it provides an alternative, a low carbohydrate alternative to acquire your vitamin C. And that's really important because people that want to acquire their vitamin C through food have only had really high content fruits. But that comes with a lot of carbohydrate levels that people are trying to avoid these days. So this is the ideal product to replace that. But it's also, in Europe, it's now a mainstream product in terms of replacing other salad greens and lettuce. Lettuce has very low nutritional content, but pea shoots have radically high nutritional content. Pea shoots also have 6 times more vitamin A than tomatoes, and is also probably the best place in the world to find folic acid. So it's a really wonderful product. But besides all that, they really taste wonderful, and that's the most important thing. You clear your palate and you taste some pea shoots, it takes you right back to your childhood when you opened up that first pod of fresh peas and tasted that pea flavor. And that's really important, to us in terms of reaching out to the public, because everybody's had fresh peas. Everybody loves the pea flavor, and that's what really works in getting people, first-time adopters, on board. Our grandchildren acquired a fanaticism for eating pea shoots, and it happened by accident. We just put the salad on the table when we had them over for dinner, and they just started eating it. Then we found them in the greenhouse just grabbing it out of the trays and eating it right out of the grow trays. So we were really surprised by that. So then we started offering it to our local schools through the gleaning program here on Martha's Vineyard, so that the kids at the schools could get, to try it without the school having to spend any money.
On a Monday, she locked me out the door. On a Tuesday, we sit down and talking. On a Wednesday, she pawned all my clothes. Yes, I'm gone. Almost done. Yes, I'm gone. Almost done. Yeah, I'm gone. Almost done. And I ain't gonna bring them yellow window bills.